If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. Breaking news coming straight out of the NBA rumor mill, and it's the kind that shakes up not just one team, but the entire identity of a dynasty. Damian Lillard, Stephen Curry, on the same roster. That's the idea floating around right now, and the reactions? Let's just say they are explosive. Whispers have grown louder, insiders are dropping hints, and fans are daring to imagine the unthinkable. What if Dame Dalla joins Steph Curry in Golden State? But hold on before you get too hyped. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith has dropped a major cold bucket of water on the dream, and he didn't hold back. In fact, he went straight to the heart of the matter, boldly claiming that if the Warriors were to pair Damian Lillard with Steph Curry, they'd be giving up their very identity. And that right there has ignited a massive firestorm across social media, sports radio, and the Warriors fanbase. So what's going on here? Where did this rumor even come from? Why is it gaining momentum now, in the middle of the Warriors' off-season rebuild? And more importantly, is Stephen A. right? Would Steph and Dame together be basketball bliss, or would it be a beautiful disaster that costs the Warriors everything they've built? Let's break it all down. The noise began shortly after the Blazers completed their full commitment to youth. With Scoot Henderson now the face of Portland's future, it's become clear that Dame's days are numbered in the Pacific Northwest. Though Lillard has remained loyal to the Blazers for over a decade, the writing is on the wall. And here's where it gets spicy. Sources have revealed that Dame has privately expressed interest in only a few teams with championship DNA, teams with leadership he respects. Guess who's at the top of that list? Golden State. It sounds crazy, right? Steph and Dame in the same backcourt? Two of the greatest shooters in NBA history, two scoring leaders, two guys who can pull from the logo at any time? That kind of offensive firepower hasn't been seen since the days of Curry and Durant. But the twist here is that both Steph and Dame are point guards, ball-dominant, rhythm shooters who control the tempo and space. Which leads to the question, how would it actually work? Well, according to Stephen A. Smith, it wouldn't. During a heated segment on First Take, Stephen A. delivered his verdict loud and clear. Listen, I love Damian Lillard. I think he's one of the coldest assassins in the league, he said. But if you bring him to Golden State, if you put him next to Steph, you don't get synergy, you get redundancy. You lose the Warriors' identity. That's not Warrior basketball. He went on to explain that the Warriors' success wasn't built on superstar stacking, it was built on selflessness, movement, trust, and system. This isn't Miami. This isn't L.A. This is the Bay. You don't play ISO heavy, my turn your turn basketball here, he said. You dance. You move. You cut. That's how Steph became Steph. That's how the dynasty was born. And you know what? He's not entirely wrong. The Warriors system under Steve Kerr has been revolutionary because of its unselfishness. The ball moves. The players move. There's no ball stopping. And yes, Steph is the heartbeat, but he thrives because of that free-flowing rhythm. Now imagine inserting another high-usage star in Dame who also needs the ball in his hands. Would it work? Or would it become a constant battle for rhythm, flow, and shot selection? Some fans are already saying, why not? Steph played with Durant. True, but Durant was a 7-foot wing who could plug into any system without dominating the rock. Dame is a different beast. He orchestrates the offense. He pulls defenses out to half court. And pairing two maestros might not create a symphony, it might create noise. Now, from a purely basketball fan perspective, the idea is insane in the best way. Can you imagine Dame and Steph on the same fast break? Can you imagine pick and rolls where you don't even know who's the handler and who's the shooter? Defenses wouldn't stand a chance. One pulls up from 32 feet, the other cuts backdoor. And if they ever catch fire on the same night? Game over. League over. But from a team building and cap management perspective, it's complex. Dame's contract is massive. Trading for him would likely mean parting ways with key young pieces like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and possibly even Andrew Wiggins. Not to mention draft capital. It's a huge commitment for a roster that's already aging and expensive. And let's not forget Stephen Curry is not asking for this. As competitive as Steph is, he's also the most humble superstar in the game. He's said it before, he doesn't want the Warriors to chase a super team model. He wants sustainable winning, not quick fixes. Bringing in Dame would mean changing the system, the culture, the whole shape of the roster. But let's play devil's advocate. Let's say Joe Lacob signs off. Let's say Steph and Dame are both on board. Let's say Steve Kerr believes he can make it work. Then what? Then the NBA has a new offensive juggernaut. 2 elite closers. 2 cold-blooded killers. A perimeter duo that would break every defensive scheme in the book. You don't guard Steph from half court, you trap him. But now Dame's on the wing, waiting. You hedge hard on Dame's pick and roll, Steph slips open for 3. Pick your poison. They'd be the most terrifying end-of-game duo in the league. But would they win a title? That's the real question. Because the Warriors don't play to entertain. They play to win. And Stephen A.'s point is that winning isn't just about talent, it's about identity. The Warriors' identity is selfless ball movement, continuity, and trust built over years. Would a Steph-Dame backcourt change that too much? And more importantly, does Dame even want to play with Steph or instead of Steph? You see, there's a growing theory that Dame admires the Warriors' style, but he wants to lead his own group. He wants to win his way. And that's respectable. Because for all the fantasy talk, this is real life. These are real careers, real legacies. So where do we go from here? The Warriors' front office is definitely having internal discussions. They know time is short. Steph isn't getting younger. Klay's future is uncertain. Draymond's emotional fuse is always lit. They need to retool now if they want one more shot. And if Dame truly wants to win a ring before retiring, he has to move. It's not a matter of if, but where. Could Golden State shock the world? Maybe. Could they go all in for one last mega push? Possibly. But as Stephen A. said, at what cost? Fans are split. Some say do it. Pair 2 legends. Go out in a blaze of championship glory. Others say protect the system. Trust the young core. Let Kuminga grow. Let Podziemski find his role. Keep the motion alive. Only one thing is certain, something big is coming this offseason. Whether it's Dame or someone else, the Warriors can't stand still. The Western Conference is stacked. Denver isn't going anywhere. OKC is rising. Luka is hungry. And LeBron? He's not done yet. So Warriors fans, we ask you, what do you think? Would you trade Kuminga, Moody, Wiggins, and picks for Dame?